There you go. Do you want to start? Do you want to introduce it?
No.
Okay. Welcome to issue 50 of Can I Pop with Madness.
Wow. 50.
That is a milestone, isn't it?
Yeah. And you're just staring at me.
Sorry.
Well, I mean, you're allowed to look, but you just stare. I mean, I was going to say it's now we're under more pressure because we've got a friend listening. So,
We've actually finally had some feedback.
Yeah. We've one of our, I'd say, bestest friends. Yeah. Not even one of the two.
Yeah.
Our bestest friend and their partner. He is has been listening, so I don't know whether he might not get this far because it would be quite a slog to get through.
Yeah,
49.
He said he was on episode 8.
8. Oh, so right, okay. We've got quite a lot
to go until he
surely he's given up by now.
Yeah.
So slight bit of pressure, but
well, that means we're going to up our game, doesn't it? We're going to be more entertaining. We'll be funnier.
Please don't. I haven't got deep cuts, but I've got a superficial scratch because if you call these deep cuts, you'd be wrong.
I do like superficial scratch though. That sounds like a segment.
Okay, well, superficial scratch. It's two songs I heard on Planet Rock on the way to work, so hence basic bitch. Everyone knows them. They're not deep cuts. First one, Wild Child by Wasp.
Nice.
Yeah. So do you know what year that was released?
1986.
Do you know what month it was released?
No.
May.
1 in 12. May.
Well, I've just said May.
Oh, did you? I didn't hear you. Or did I?
Yeah, I think you did, and then you repeated it. I said May, and you went May. Do you know what the B-side was?
Was it Locomotive Breath, the Jethro Tull song that they did?
No. Mississippi Queen.
Oh, right, okay. Mountain.
Mississippi Queen, you know what I mean. Mississippi Queen, she taught me everything. I went down around.
Is that the same song that's on
Guitar Hero?
Right, yeah. I was going to say. Right, okay, so...
One for the playlist?
Yep. So it's a good song, that.
Yeah. What, Mississippi Queen or Wild Child?
Wild Child. Shall I read you the Wikipedia entry of what the music video is? I haven't read this.
Okay. Yeah,
but I imagine it'll be funny given that it's Wasp. So the music video starts off with vocalist Blackie Lawless riding a motorcycle on a desert highway. He then spots a woman wearing a red jumpsuit standing on a cliff edge who disappears as soon as he sees her. The video then cuts to the band performing the song on top of a cliff and concludes with Lawless encountering the woman again at nightfall, who again fades into thin air upon seeing him. Lawless then rides his motorcycle through the path of her disappearance, leaving a trail of flames behind him. Directed by Rick Friedberg.
Nice. Wow. Well done, Rick.
So I'm assuming the woman is the wild child, but you can't get hold of her, maybe because she's wild.
Yeah.
And it charted at number 71 on the UK singles charts. God, England were losers in 86. Saying there were 70 other songs that were better than that in May 86. What was number 1 in May 86? Right, let's see what utter shite.
Hold on. Like Donna Summer or something.
Well, all right.
No.
Number 1, May 19.
Who did Chain Reaction? Diana Ross.
86. A Different Corner by George Michael.
I mean, fair enough.
Oh, wait. That was a singles chart. However, the UK number 1 single on May the 10th, 1986. Oh, I mean, okay. Oh, shut up, man. Is Rock Me Amadeus by Falco.
I mean, that's...
You can't really argue that,
You can't argue with Rock Me Amadeus.
But they could come second, not 71st. And the Chicken Song by Spitting Image was number 1 in May 17th, 1986. And then May 24th, Greatest Love of All by Whitney Houston.
Okay.
So 3 classic songs there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's my first one.
Okay.
I've got a second one. You'll like this one. Little Angels, Boneyard.
Nice.
So I'm assuming you know the year that was released?
Right, okay. So I saw them in 89. This was from their second album, so I'm going to say 1990?
Close, 91.
91.
91. There's no Wikipedia entry for it. How am I meant to learn about it? Do you know what album it was from?
Young Gods.
Correct.
Yeah. Originally called Spitfire, that album, but they changed it because of the Gulf War.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
It was released in 81. Peak position 33 in the UK. Absolute.
Better than Wasp.
Yeah, but I think once you get past 17, who's paying attention? I mean, I'm if I got top 18, I'd be sort of happy. Yeah, so they're my 2 songs.
Okay. Well, I mean, they're fairly deep. You don't often hear Boneyard, do you?
No, which is we used to hear Wild Child a lot when we went out.
Yeah.
That was like
you'd be walking in and they'd be playing Wild Child.
Yeah. Yeah, every time.
And we'd be like, who's this? Is this Wasp?
So yeah, there you go.
Cool. Superficial scratches.
Yep.
Have you got anything else you want to talk about that you've been up to?
We watched I Know What You Did Last Summer.
We did.
Not the new one, the original. To get in the mood for the new one.
And it was hella 90s.
It was, yeah. It was good, wasn't it? I mean, we've seen it before, but it was good.
Yeah.
We enjoyed it. Good soundtrack. A bit like The Faculty and Scream and all those. It was a good era for that type of film.
Very much in that wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm sort of duty bound to watch I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, because
I think you've seen that with me.
I mean, probably. I've got no memories of it, but
I think I've just got a memory. I don't know. I mean, we all know my memory's not really worth considering, so who knows? Yeah, we should watch it. It'll be like a brand new film to us.
It will.
And then we can watch the new one.
Do you want to talk about how we saw a ghost?
Oh yeah. So we were spooky. So get in your spooky mood. I'm in a spooky mood because it's Halloween now. It's the 30th of July, and in 1 month I can start putting up Halloween stuff. Or I might just do it now because
who gives a shit?
Yeah. Anyway, if you're chronically on YouTube and Instagram, it already feels like Halloween, right? But for most humans, it's not. Anyway, that's not important to this. We were talking about ghosts, but hence ghostly. Yeah. So we were waiting at a bus stop to come back. We went to the seaside because that's what we do.
Which seaside did we go to?
The most goth
the
seaside. The
spookiest of all seasides.
We went to Whitby.
Whitby, yeah.
And we were waiting for a bus to come back. Here we got a bus. I should tell them the funny story about me getting on the bus. I'll tell that after. But on the way back, there was like a little alcove near the bus stop. There was a big line in front of it. So this alcove was only sort of accessible if you went sort of right past us, and then there was a dead end.
It was a long queue, wasn't there?
Yeah.
We were in the middle of it.
Yeah. And the other side was the road, so there was nowhere behind. So you were standing in front of me, in front of the alcove, and this old man sort of shuffled past, so had to go through us, like sort of like squeezing through a crowd.
Yeah.
And he went and stood behind you.
He didn't say anything. He just sort of shuffled up with his head down, but made it obvious he wanted to get past. So.
Yeah. And then went and stood behind you, which was in this alcove, which obviously wasn't part of the queue, was just a really weird place to stand. So we both gave each other a look like, that was weird. And he's just standing behind you. This is weird. And then someone was asking me about the bus, because I obviously look like I know the answer to bus questions. And then we turned around and the man had disappeared. Ooh. And it was like he couldn't have gone. Well, I mean, this is the thing. We saw him later, so he might have still.
Spoiler: it wasn't a ghost.
He might no, but like we said, he could still have been a ghost, but he moved. He was a moving ghost. But he couldn't have come past us, and that's the weird thing.
Yeah, because you would have had to.
We would have had to move out the way for him to have come out from the alcove. We would have had to move out the way, and we didn't do that.
And he couldn't have gone back unless he was Spider-Man and like parkoured over a 7-foot wall.
And this man was not of the age to do that. And like we turned away for 20 seconds of that, just to go, oh, I don't know, maybe it's up there, that kind of conversation. It wasn't a long conversation. Well, 20, 30, not 30 seconds for me to go, oh, I don't know, I think it's that one up there, I heard someone saying. That's what, how long did that take me? And then he was then he was gone. And then he reappeared later somewhere else, like around the bus. But so, yeah, could well have been a ghost.
Yeah.
I hope, though, if I'm a ghost, I'm not just hanging around a bus stop, because I just think I'd rather do something else. But I could tell the funny story of when I was on the way.
Well, if you want to reveal that information.
Well, it's not my fault. So we, when we got on the bus, we were sitting downstairs initially, and then we realised how long the bus journey was going to take. So we thought, well, we'll go upstairs, sit at the front, have a better view, And we went up, and I sat down, and immediately as I sat down, it was like I was sitting in like a puddle of water / piss. And it was so wet that you could instantly tell, like you just sat in the sea, right? That wet. And so I instantly stood up and went and sat somewhere else. But obviously by that point, and I was wearing jeans. So I had to spend the entire bus journey in wet jeans and pants, because it seeped through into my pants as well. But we don't know what it was.
All the while hoping that it hadn't not been piss.
Well, like we smelt it, didn't we? And
it didn't have a pissy smell.
It didn't have it wasn't like water, was it? And when I was like soaking it up with all the tissues I could find, it didn't have a colour, did it? And I think, so that's not the nicest mystery to have. I mean, at least it wasn't shit, I guess. But and I had no choice. I had no choice. Like ordinarily, I'd want to take everything off and burn my clothes, but I had no choice but to sit in these this questionable liquid for quite a long time on a bus. So,
and then when we got to our destination, we were just in Whitby, weren't we? You couldn't exactly change your clothes.
I couldn't do anything then. I mean, to be fair, by that point it had dried. So, and then on the way back, I didn't sit in any piss. So, it was looking up from that point, and we'd seen a ghost. So that was good. But just, if you do get on a bus, quick hand to the seat, just double check before you sit down. That's what I'm going to do going forward. You live and learn, don't you? Pass on knowledge. That's what we do as humans as we evolve. We share knowledge and educate each other. And I'd say just quick touch with your fingertips. You don't have to look weird. Just quick touch. You'll know instantly if it was that wet. So that's 13 and a half minutes of me not talking about anything. Oh, no, I talked about 2 songs. That made sense.
Yeah, there's your 2.
Oh, do you want to talk about the Dracula experience?
Yeah, well, yeah. Obviously, you go to Whitby, you have to go in the Dracula experience.
It's £7 a person. Fucking hell. But like, when we went in, if you'd have told me it was £7 before going in, I'd have discouraged you. But by that point, we'd made eye contact and there was no choice. And
it said this last 20 minutes, 15 minutes, didn't it? And it really didn't. But I think they were including that short film that everyone was watching.
To walk around it, probably 4 minutes.
If that.
So yeah.
It was,
well, you didn't tell anymore.
It was good. I mean, it's a dilapidated seaside town, and it's the sort of thing you see in a dilapidated seaside town, isn't it?
So that's a great review. But no, going in, it's £7 a person. So it was £14 that we'd spent to walk around that.
They've got Christopher Lee's cloak from Dracula.
Yeah, that's quite good.
Yeah.
Says it's really heavy. So there you go. You'd have to go now. Saved you £7. Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to learn about Dracula in the most Dracula place in the UK.
Yeah. Oh, and you've already put up a picture of that sign they had about Dracula.
I did, yeah. For those who haven't seen our Instagram, if you go up the 200 steps to the is it the church?
Abbey, not
the Abbey,
bed.
the Whitby Abbey. There's a sign saying, "Please do not ask us where Dracula's grave is because it's fictional and it didn't happen. And even if it did, Dracula turned into dust. So
Stop asking us.
It wouldn't be a grave anyway." So which seems like you're adding in more information than strictly necessary. So that made me doubt the fact that maybe it's real.
And it's definitely not here. So stop looking to the left of you. Don't walk out of here and turn left. Just don't look over there.
Because they're going to get pissed off, I guess.
We really should have asked after that, just to be knobheads.
I didn't see the sign until then. So
yeah, so that was, I think that's all my news.
Okay. Well, it's episode 50. Are you excited to have reached this podcasting milestone?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're looking at Kerrang, issue 1. It's the Sounds Heavy Metal Special. So it's before Kerrang was a regular magazine.
Wow.
It's from June 1981. It's 50p.
That is it made out of paper? Is that why that looks like that? Like newspaper paper? Yeah. I mean newspaper paper. I don't mean just paper compared not slate.
No, Sounds was like newsprint, but this is like a lot of it's in colour. So
you can have colour in paper.
Well, yeah, but possibly not in 1981. I don't know. I think it was just a normal magazine. So featuring the official all-time heavy metal top 100.
Official according to who?
Doesn't say.
Suspicious.
In colour, Motorhead, Girl School, UFO, Saxon, Kiss, Trust, Schenker, Wild Horses, Pat Benatar, ZZ Top, Styx, Vardis, Ted Nugent, Blackfoot, Graham Bonnet, Ronnie Montrose, Rose Tattoo. Deep Purple Family Tree, Black Axe, Handsome Beasts, Venom, Silverwing, HM Quiz, Elitist LPs, Gross Pics, Mayhem, and etc. So that's a packed issue, isn't it?
That is packed.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to read you the editorial. This is by Jeff Barton, the legendary Jeff Barton. Right. Wag and welcome to Kerrang, perhaps the loudest rock magazine of all time. And in case that title isn't a dead giveaway, let me explain that this publication is devoted in its entirety from front cover to back to the music termed heavy metal. I mean, we already knew that from the cover. Out of all the weekly music papers... Sounds is the only one that doesn't sneer at the world of the headbanger. We cover the scene with enthusiasm, not with begrudging bitterness.
Does that change over the years? I feel like there's some bitterness that creeps in.
I don't think Sounds was always a bit rock, but, you know, it got a bit more sort of indie as time went on, I think. The popularity of HM is eternal, and although it may now no longer be fashionable for the likes of The Sun to cover the scene, the fact remains that today more devastating discs are being bought than ever before, as evidenced by Gillan, Rainbow, Girl School, Motorhead, Saxon, and many others gaining singles status as well as being album chart regulars. Unfortunately, there's one thing that Sounds newspaper format can only offer sporadically, and it's something that every long hair craves for. Colour!
Yeah.
So now more than ever, the time is right for Kerrang, and this glossy grab bag of gross out goodies is the awesome reality. With a little help from my old buddy, Pete the Pole Makowski, plus, of course, the inimitable Pete Frame, I've written the whole of this issue. It was in turn compiled and designed by Sounds editor Alan Lewis, with most of the colour pics taken by, you guessed it, Ross Warts and All Halfin. If you like what you see, let us know. If this issue sells well enough, Kerrang could well start to appear on your newsstands on a regular basis.
Oh, cute. I do like that etc. is its own separate thing and it's got an exclamation mark.
Etc.
I think I was going to say something then. I've forgotten. So good chat.
Well, if you think of it, give me a shout. I mean, spoiler alert, it was successful and it did become a regular magazine.
Yeah.
And I think issue 2 was August. So it was only a couple of months down the line. So they must have had a good response.
It's mad that this was done in 81, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because 81's a really long time ago.
It is.
Yeah, I don't know.
What were you up to in 81?
Lots. So much stuff.
Well, do you know what I was up to? Do you know what I was reading?
I was reading about Mayhem and Venom.
In June 1981,
Yep.
The Star Wars comic in the UK had gone monthly, and the issue it had been weekly, and so,
less popular.
Well, yeah, I don't know why it went from weekly to monthly, because it went back weekly in 83 when Return of the Jedi came out, but after Empire, it went monthly, and the most recent issue, which I've got downstairs, and I should have brought it up, it's called The Last Jedi, right? That's not the film. That's not episode 8. There was a story called The Last Jedi back in 1981. And it was about a sort of insectoid, mad person who thought he was a Jedi. And, lots of shenanigans appeared. But, so there you go. That's what I was reading.
Right. I'd forgotten why you were talking about that. That'd gone on so long, I thought, why are you talking about this Star Wars thing?
And the next issue was called Resurrection of Evil, which is one of the best ones. But
why, on that May thing, does it say May? Well, it is May.
Oh, because the next page is Hem. Mayhem.
Oh, right. It does not work on this format.
So Mayhem is there.
Yeah, got it. It's just I didn't see that.
Okay, so there's a
feast your eyes on the above. Whoa. Meatloaf.
Do or diet. So feast your eyes on the above. From left, Meatloaf, Paul Di'Anno of Iron Maiden, and a member of, quote, New Romantics, Duran Duran. 3 lookalikes, if not sound-alikes, wouldn't you say? I mean, I wouldn't say.
What?
Of course, the meat has had a flabby figure for years, but by the looks of it, Mr. Di'Anno isn't far behind.
Jesus.
Maybe he's taking this heavy metal game a little too seriously. And as for the chunky Duran Duran man, let us allay your fears by stating here and now, this is the only picture of a futurist to appear anywhere in this magazine.
Oh my God,
so basically,
what body shaming bullshit is this?
They just decide, I mean,
what?
Obviously Meatloaf
magazine
is Meatloaf, but the other two, they're just
guys.
Normal guys who just aren't skinny.
Wow.
But come on, Jeff Barton, you can do better.
Different time, 81.
Different times indeed. Yeah. You don't often hear the word futurist in terms of music, but that was a sort of analogous term to New Romantic. So there's a whole article about Saxon. It's called Saxon, the Barnsley Connection.
Barnsley.
Scarcely as a feature, let alone a news or Jaws-worthy item on the group appeared without being accompanied by these 4 ridiculous, ego-deflating words. Big teasers from Barnsley, which is what they always talk about. Mm-hmm. Not that Saxon mind, the tea-drinking titans have always held great store by their typical northern idiot status. And despite their success in the heavy metal world, they still steadfastly refuse to uproot themselves from their Yorkshire base. So they've gone up to Barnsley to Biff Bifford's house.
We saw Saxon, didn't we?
We did see Saxon.
They were good, weren't they?
They were brilliant, yeah. A mansion, it definitely is not. Like something out of the opening credits to TV's Coronation Street.
What, a house? Oh my God, he lives in a house.
Mr. Bifford.
What a loser.
Lives in a strictly 2 up, 2 down terraced affair situated down a dusty street just off the feature.
Dusty street.
Precinct.
Show me a street that isn't dusty. What? Jesus.
So, I mean, they just keep talking about tea.
Right. Well.
Our musings are interrupted by
Barnsley in Yorkshire?
Yeah.
Is that a stupid thing to say?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Yes, it is a
The
stupid thing to
arrival
say.
of steaming hot mugs of Rosie. Quote, best drink you'll have today, insists the Brook Bond boozing Bifford. We sip the brew with the reverence of connoisseurs sampling the finest vintage wine. So he talks about Barnsley a bit. Despite Biff's comments, it's still my unshakable belief that without the Barnsley connection, Saxon would be a lesser band. I mean, there has to be a certain something about a place that entices you to stay, even though your house has an outside loo and no bathroom. Indeed, when Biff feels the need to scatter his radox, he has to catch a bus to his mother's house 5 miles away.
Aww. Did you have an outdoor toilet?
No.
Did you not? Why do I think you did?
Oh, maybe we...
Did you? I'm sure. Have I imagined this?
I've been to houses that had outside toilets.
Have
but
you?
I didn't grow up in a house with an outside toilet.
Your bathroom was downstairs,
Our
wasn't
bathroom
it?
burned down.
That was weird.
There was a period where we had a fire and we had to go next door to use the toilet, but that's not the same thing.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Are you sure? That's weird. If I had to go outside for the toilet, I just probably wouldn't ever go.
It's awful. I mean, imagine that in winter. Just be ridiculous. Upsetting.
Well, yeah.
Not as upsetting as sitting in a pool of piss on a bus.
Well, I was going to say, wait till you get on the bus and then just go then.
So they're working on their newest 4th LP, even as you read this. The waxing could be called Never Surrender and may well contain songs by the titles of Princess of the Night and Denim and Leather. Quote, we're hoping to do a slow number, said Biff. Heavy but slow. So Princess of the Night is about a steam train that ends up on the scrapyard.
Oh.
And I'm hoping that Denim and Leather will turn out to be a medium paced and a bit like Free. Regular listeners will know I regularly use a little bit of Denim and Leather on this podcast.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. Because it's got the line, did you read the music papers from the back into the front?
Oh.
It's sort of like a tribute to the heavy metal scene, that song, you know.
I'd say I should listen, but I cannot stand my voice, so that won't happen.
Well, only one of us needs to listen to this.
No one needs to listen to this.
Well, I think it's a good podcast.
But we only do it for your amusement.
Saxon have been lined up for some British gigs for September, but these are merely looked upon as the first round of a world domination tour, which won't see the band off the road until 1989. Quote, wow. Because that's when my passport runs out, says Paul Quinn.
Is that a photo of him next to the toilet?
I think it is.
It looks like it.
Very definitely.
Imagine how many spiders are in there.
I know. But, you know, he's hard. He probably don't care. The burgeoning ranks of the new breed of heavy metal fan, despised by some as nuggets, seem to prefer Saxon to all other leading bands. Quote, we must have seen thousands of kids in our dressing rooms after gigs, and we kept seeing them even though we didn't have to, and we could have blanked them and gone back to a hotel. Says Quinn, when we're toweling off after a show, we've got runners to check how many fans are queuing to see us, whether it's raining outside or not. If it is raining, we try and get ready faster so the kids don't get too wet.
Ah,
that's sweet. There are odd occasions where we can't see anyone after a gig and we have to shoot off. You've got to draw the line somewhere, but most of the time we try to do it.
Oh, it's nice.
So, yeah, that's the Barnsley big teasers.
Do you remember when we were waiting for Steel Panther?
Yeah, that first time.
Freezing cold. And it started snowing.
Yeah.
It was really cold. Good though. I mean, we saw them all.
Oh, we did.
And they all stopped. So that was good, worth it, but it was cold.
Okay.
So they could have made an effort to be a bit quicker, is what I'm saying. You know, just pop out and then pop back in, whatever.
To make themselves look nice, didn't they?
They just came out.
Okay, so we've got, I mean, a lot of this magazine is just pictures. So there's a picture of Steve Zodiac from Vardis.
Okay.
Do you know anything about Vardis?
No.
When I ran a D&D campaign at my work, I named one of the characters a barbarian. I named her Vardis.
Okay.
And so
Why?
that always, I mean, it just sounds like a fantasy name, doesn't it? I don't know what it means.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do a little quiz for you here.
Oh, God.
We've got the Heavy 100, the all-time favourite heavy metal tracks as voted for by readers of sounds.
Am I not meant to look at the screen right now?
You can look, but it's sideways. So I'm going to give you names of some bands.
Yeah.
And you can tell me how many out of these. No, you tell me which of these have got the most songs in the 100. And remember, it's 1981, so lots of stuff hasn't happened yet.
Okay.
So the name Led Zeppelin, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, AC/DC, and Motorhead. So who do you think has got the most songs in the 100? Voted for by readers of sounds.
Favourite songs?
Yeah.
Read them again.
Led Zepp, Black Sabbath, Deep Purple, AC/DC, and Motorhead.
Either Black Sabbath or Led Zeppelin.
Okay. Right. Well, I can tell you, Led Zeppelin only have 4 songs in the list. Motorhead have 5.
Mm-hmm.
Deep Purple only have 4.
Mm-hmm.
And Black Sabbath and AC/DC both have 8. So they're both tied.
Okay.
The top one is Whole Lotta Rosie by AC/DC. And I think the reason is Led Zeppelin, they split up in like 79 or 80, and they were sort of seen as sort of yesterday's news, really, where like Black Sabbath haven't stopped. They've kept on releasing songs.
Right.
I mean, at the moment, I think in this period, they're with Dio, so they've got like, you know, that side of them as well. So I'd say I mean, there's one Ozzy song, and I think Ozzy's only got one album out at this stage.
What song?
Mr. Crowley.
Sing it. I mean, we should mention, because I was going to mention at the end because I suddenly realised we hadn't mentioned it.
Yeah.
But we should mention that he has passed away.
Yeah, R.I.P.
R.I.P. I spent the day after listening to the Bark of the Moon album because that's one I own, and I enjoyed that. I'd forgotten about a lot of the songs. Some good songs in there.
Yeah.
So,
and we watched. I watched some of the Back to the Beginning concert.
Yeah,
which was really good because it was basically the Freddie Mercury tribute concert, but he actually got to see it. He actually got to be there.
Yeah,
you know, obviously he was just hanging on, but like pretty amazing. So if you'd been invited to perform at the...
What would I sing? Spiders?
Okay. No hesitation.
I was going to do an impression then, but that's really insensitive given the timing, so I won't do it next time. That could be
a tribute to your loving tribute.
Yeah, it would be meant as a loving tribute, but it wouldn't come across like that.
So that's an Ozzy solo song. Would you have a Black Sabbath number as well that you do?
Iron Man?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well... Next time I'm sure they're going to do that again. I'm positive, like a couple of years' time.
And they'll probably ask me, so...
Well, I mean, obviously we're well-known heavy metal podcasters.
Obviously, yeah.
It's like, look, we know you like Spiders. We know you like to sing it.
I'd be hard to do it just as me singing it, which isn't... I don't have a singing voice. I just...
Yeah, but imagine like you've got like Nuno Betancourt on guitar and... You know, fucking Geezer Butler on bass, and that guy from
I'd
Sleep
come out
Token on drums.
dressed as a spider, I think. And then fire webs into the audience, which would probably just be silly swings.
So you're doing that thing again where you create an entire stage show
I've
in
done
your
it,
mind.
yeah. What was something that I did for... Hold on, what was... There was something that I'd worked out a really good stadium show for. An outdoor stadium show.
Went out in the fields.
No, because
That's a video.
That's a music video.
Right.
Oh God, what was it? I've just got a feeling it. What was it? Why am I asking you? I'm just saying, what was it like? Maybe it'll come to my head. Like I can picture the fucking lights I'd have. I had loads of lasers and shit going on, but I can't picture the song. I got obviously way too tied up in the aesthetics of it.
Are you dressed as a spider?
Oh fuck! What was it? Oh man, shit! Christ, that's great. That's going to annoy me.
Okay. Well, if it comes to you, just say.
It was.
People need to know.
It was like Iron Man, but it wasn't that. What would it have been? You would have known. I would have mentioned it, wouldn't I?
I don't think you.
I feel like I would have done.
You had that like soul music review that you worked.
Oh yeah,
out,
no, that would
But that's not.
But
that's not this.
that's theatre production. That's
Right.
this isn't outdoor.
And you had that when you wanted to get up on stage and sing Heart.
Oh
and,
yeah,
like,
no,
blow
that's
everyone's
more.
mind.
That's an indoor, like acoustic set.
Okay.
Yeah. There's just I just remember lots of lasers, and I came out on up on a platform, and then there was loads of lasers and smoke. But I just fucking hell.
We'll have to make it happen.
Well, yeah, and I just stand there not singing because I don't remember the song. But the show is going to be great.
No, I'll animate it because
Shit.
then you don't have to.
I've just got a feeling now we're talking about that it was some Ozzy Osbourne song, but it can't have been. But maybe Queen, but I don't think so. I don't think it was something metal because it felt metal.
Was it Def Leppard?
No, that's too. This was more dark. It was more like theatrical.
Okay. Was it Ghost?
No, because it was before then. Oh, piss flaps. Great. If anyone's got any clue.
Sorry, I'll just carry on with this.
Yeah,
right?
no, yeah, sorry.
If you think of it.
Shit.
People are going to be on tenterhooks for this.
No one will.
No, we've got our mate who listens, and we've got Bruno, and we've got Richard. We've got 3 fans.
Who did I annoy by saying the song was called Whales and Dolphins?
Oh, that was Ben Baker.
Okay,
but you.
So I mean, if they are listening, I apologise for calling the song what it says a million times. I personally hate songs that are called something else. Right, so you've got a beef for that, then have a beef for that, right? It should be called Whales and Dolphins because that's what he sings.
But that's our peculiar podcasting style, isn't it? You don't necessarily use the right names for things.
I'll never use the right names for things. I use the names that should have been used. We evolve and we make things better. If they'd have done the song now, they'd have called it Whales and Dolphins.
I mean, they did.
Fact.
They did call their greatest hits Whales and Dolphins.
Maybe that's why then.
Yeah.
I don't think it is. I think it's just because they sing it a lot.
So
right.
Armed and ready. Let's hear it for the cough young bands. Reports of the demise of the NWOBHMers have been exaggerated. So they're profiling some lesser known bands. They're talking about Bow Wow, which I think we know as Vow Wow because later on they changed the name to that. This lot are Japanese born and bred, and although they've undoubtedly absorbed Western rock influences, they're not just adept at mayhem mimicry and have an all-original sound of their own. But the bit I liked was gaining something in the translation from Japanese into English. We're told that Kenji Sano plays bass guitar and that his, quote, energetic stage action makes him very popular with the young boy guitarists.
See.
There's also something about Geddes Axe. And they found inspiration for their name in the unlikeliest of places, a school textbook entitled British Economic and Social History, 1700 to 1977. So if you had a heavy metal band, would you name them after something you found in an economic textbook? Because that doesn't seem very metal.
I don't know, because if they've all they've done there is what we do, where you say something like Superficial Scratch and you'd be like, that's a good name for a band, that kind of thing.
Superficial Scratch.
They've just seen something and thought that'd be a good name for a band and gone with it, and that's the way you should do it.
I mean, I guess anything with an axe in it is fairly metal.
Yeah.
Okay. See what else we got. We got a big picture of Angry Anderson from Rose Tattoo.
Okay.
I mean, you're aware of the work of Angry Anderson.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk about?
He sings the Kylie and Jason wedding song.
He does. He's also in Mad Max 3.
Which again is popular with the friend who's listening who will not get to this. There's no way we could say anything about him right now and he would never hear because he's not getting to 50. But yeah.
I don't know. He's only positive feedback so far.
I know, but everyone's got a limit.
I think you do yourself down because I think this is entertaining to some. We just need to find the audience. There's a very thin sliver of an audience, but I think if we could find them, then they'd enjoy this because they'd sort of be, our kind of age and our kind of interests, and they wouldn't mind.
What's that fucking song?
I mean, obviously everyone wants to hear you try
and remember something. So annoying.
All right. Okay, we've got a picture of Lemmy from Motorhead.
It's a really good quality picture, that.
I think that is a good picture. He's all red. It's the famous quote now, if we moved in next door to you, your lawn would die.
Why?
Because they're so heavy.
That doesn't make any sense.
We've got a...
No, wait, that doesn't make any sense. Why would your lawn die?
Because they're playing such loud music that it kills the plants. They're so heavy.
Just the lawn?
Yeah.
But the bushes are fine?
Well, he didn't mention the bushes.
No. So the bushes are fine. The trees are fine.
I mean, maybe...
Your garage is fine.
Maybe it's the fumes from their tour bus. I don't know. Can't ask him now.
It feels like the sort of thing you'd say that sounds good, and then if someone said, what? What do you mean? Then they'd be like, oh, you
shut up, nothing, look over there.
Metal. Like, you've just gone, metal. You'd be like, no, but what? So I'd do with grass.
Okay, next picture. Whitesnake, David Coverdale, not looking suave for once.
I think he looks all right.
Well, I mean, he's got
devil horns.
I mean, it looks like he's in a joke shop in Whitby. There's a Miss Piggy head behind him, and he's got fake vampire teeth, and that's not the super stylish 80s.
Say it.
I haven't got a vase, have I?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, something good coming up that you all enjoy.
Oh, I thought it was that thing before that.
That's Ted Nugent. I don't want to talk about him.
Okay.
Nice picture of Gene Simmons.
Really nice picture, though.
I mean, he's got a lot of red paint over his face.
Yeah.
In a bloody way. Face pack fury coupled with explosive effects. This glittering New York foursome show is so over the top it makes an SAS raid look like a teddy bear's picnic.
Yeah, it looks good.
Lovely picture of Led Zeppelin in the younger years. I mean, I do think a lot of this magazine is just an excuse to print some, library pictures in colour.
Right.
They've got a feature on some more local bands. The aforementioned Handsome Beasts there.
Okay.
They describe them as a delightfully grotesque collection of gargoyles.
Oh.
I mean, to be fair, it is an ironic name, isn't it?
Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
True. Dio era Black Sabbath there. Handsome Beasts. So they've got Thor, who we've talked about. As some of you may know, over at Sounds, a contest to find the world's most beautiful man is currently featuring its final stages. However, on offer here are 2 late entrants into the running, a duo of dynamic young macho men who we feel sure will do supremely well in the competition. So take your bows, Mike Tramp of the group called Mabel, and the American metallic muscle mountain name of Thor. So Mike Tramp went on to be in White Lion, I believe. But meanwhile, Thor is famous for his stage stunt of bending solid steel bars with his teeth. A rippling hunk, we think you'll agree he makes the likes of Van Halen's Dave Lee Roth look like he's suffering from anorexia nervosa.
Jeez.
And they also mentioned Fey Futurists at the end. Look out, Japan. All you other Fey Futurists, our boys are set to rob you of your positions at the top of the tree.
Wow.
So we've got some more pictures. There's 3 bands called Venom, and they're profiling one of them. They've got a section called Strictly for Connoisseurs, which is obscure rock albums. And I picked this out. Arthur Lee, who used to be in Love. Side 2 maybe cuts a little closer to the Hendrix bone. And later on, the LP goes well off the wall with 2 tracks, Hamburger Breath Stinkfinger and Ol Morgmouth, inexplicably bitter diatribes against McDonald's restaurants. But I think Hamburger Breath Stinkfinger is a pretty good name.
That's it's a name.
Okay, so they got a Deep Purple Family Tree by Pete Frame. I mean, you can just watch that BBC Two Rock Family Trees because they cover all of this. They cover all that, which I think we said we were going to watch at some point, didn't we?
Did we?
Yeah. I mean, right at the beginning of this podcast. Okay. So they're telling you to read Sounds, and they finish up with a picture of Girls' School. That's that's not Kim Fowley. That's Kelly Johnson, I believe. This lot make their St. Trinian's namesakes look like convent school prefects. So there you go. I mean, that's...
There you go.
Kerrang issue 1. So I've just got a couple more things.
Okay.
I want to... So as this is issue 50 of the podcast, a celebration.
Yeah.
I thought I would ask you... I've made a spreadsheet of all the topics we've covered.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
Because that's how I spend my spare time.
Yeah.
So, most discussed topics. Alice Cooper, right? Obviously talked about that a lot.
Okay.
And have we talked about Alice Cooper more or less than we've talked about Disney?
Less.
Well, I can reveal there are 9 instances of Alice Cooper talk and 8 instances of Disney talk.
Okay.
So only just.
Right, yeah.
So have we talked about Kiss more than Disney?
Yes.
Okay. That is actually correct. Have we talked about Guns N' Roses more than we've talked about Kiss?
Yes.
Incorrect.
Oh.
We've only talked about Guns N' Roses 9 times on this podcast.
I thought you said we talked about Disney 8 times.
Disney 8 times.
And we talked about Guns N' Roses 9 times.
Yeah.
So we talked about Guns N' Roses more.
Well, we've talked about Kiss more than Disney. I was going to say at the end, what have we talked about the most? But I'm sort of giving the game away. That it's Kiss. We've talked about Kiss 14 times.
Okay.
So 14 whole chapters are about Kiss. So what about Iron Maiden? Have we talked about them more or less than Guns N' Roses? Lower or higher?
Than Guns N' Roses?
Yeah.
Less.
We have talked about them less. We've talked about them 6 times. How about Aerosmith? More. Okay, we've talked about Aerosmith 12 times. That's a lot.
Yeah.
How about Ozzy / Sabbath?
Then Aerosmith.
I mean, not including this episode. I'm bundling
Less.
in. I'm bundling in Ozzy with Sabbath, but yeah, we've talked about them 11 times combined. How about Bon Jovi?
Less.
5 times. How about Prince?
More.
Less than Bon Jovi?
More than Bon Jovi.
More.
We've talked about Prince less than Bon Jovi.
We've talked about Prince 4 times. I mean, this is not passing mentions. These are proper conversations.
Oh, outrageous.
And finally, well,
disgusted at myself.
Not finally, but have we talked more or less about Christerberg?
More.
We've talked about Christerberg 5 times, which is one more than Prince.
Oh, my God.
And I think we should kick ourselves in the face for that.
No, well, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
All right, so other than Kiss, who have we talked about more than any of the others?
A real band or just some bullshit
band.
they were talking about?
I mean,
a real band.
If miscellaneous bullshit was a topic, that would be the one. But yeah, there's a band I've not mentioned, but we've talked about a lot.
Iron Maiden?
No. One more guess. Someone you like.
Someone I like?
Yeah.
Poison?
No, very close. Motley Crue.
Of course.
We've talked about Motley Crue 14 times, same as Kiss. So they are tied for
that's
the.
Pretty good.
Okay, so most downloads per geography, right? Obviously, UK at number 1, America at number 2.
Downloads of
this podcast.
Okay.
What is the third territory where we've had the most downloads anywhere in the world? I mean, you'll never guess, but you can have a guess.
Paris, because they're so sophisticated. They like this kind of stuff.
We know it's South Africa.
Okay.
And I think that's where Bruno lives. So
okay.
I think that's all you, Bruno. So of the US states,
yeah,
out of all of America, where have we had the most downloads? Oh, I'll tell you what. I'll give you.
Do I know the state well?
I'll give you the choices. Right.
Okay. Yeah.
New York state.
Yeah.
Texas, California, or Virginia.
Texas. No, I didn't mean that. I meant say the other ones.
New York.
Yeah.
Texas.
Yeah.
California. Virginia.
California.
You say correct. We are most popular in.
Makes sense. They're going to be listening to metal.
Yeah. Okay, so to wrap up,
yeah,
I'm going to ask you what the most downloaded episode is, right? So obviously I don't expect you to know anything about our episodes because you've never listened to this podcast.
I was going to say I wouldn't have a clue.
So I will give you a brief pressy. So Can I Pod with Madness episode 11?
Okay. Can
I Pod with Edness? An extended deep dive into Iron Maiden album covers gets derailed by us talking about Bowling for Soup, If I Were a Fish, and Christerberg. Okay, so that one.
Right.
Can I Pod with Madness number 40? Saviour's Days are coming in.
Lots of Christerberg things here.
Christmas 2024. An attempt to look at an Xmas issue of Kerrang yields very little fruit, so we talk about Cliff Richard, Lemmings, and Christerberg.
Oh, God. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Right. Pod with Madness 1, the inaugural edition. Iron Maiden, Wasp, Whitesnake, and Matthew Tripp, the Nikki Sixx doppelganger. A hefty chunk of it is us trying to decide what to call the podcast. And finally, Pod with Madness, Tish and Tuts, number 8. We're introduced to Zakk Wylde and Ozzy is in prison, and we discuss whether the cover of an album by Steeler was an inspiration for James Cameron's Avatar. But crucially, no mention of Christerberg. So out of those 4, which do you think had the most downloads?
Christmas one?
Absolutely bang on. Yeah.
Really?
Weirdly, we've had the most downloads on Pod with Madness 40.
So what you're saying...
We need to talk about Christerberg
more. Yeah. Got it.
Okay. Well,
Can do. We've now mentioned him in this one, so that's fine.
Yeah. But we've not really talked about him. We've just talked about the fact that we talk about him.
I'm not going to get him on as a guest.
I don't know if I'd have anything to say to Christerberg.
I'd just sing at him, which obviously he'd enjoy.
I'm sure he would. Yeah. We might join in. Do you remember when he was on Stars in Their Eyes? Like the guy doing him was on there, and then he came out, and they were sort of singing Lady in Red to each other. And it was dead creepy.
It wasn't creepy. You said it was creepy. It wasn't creepy.
It was proper creepy. Come on.
No, they were singing together. It was funny though. Yeah, it was funny. We should watch that again.
Okay. Well, on that bombshell, we're going to leave you. That's episode 50. Who knew we'd make it this far?
And we got to 55 minutes. 55 and 5, all the fives. There's something in that.
I mean, it was meant to be.
It's that old man.
Yes,
he's come to
old man ghost.
He's We should stop this at 55. Right? Okay. So stay metal. Wait. Keep talking. Keep talking. We've got 10 seconds, 9 seconds, 8 seconds. Oh, but you're gonna cut stuff.
I'm gonna cut stuff out, but I'm gonna add in the music.
Okay, but even if you cut stuff out, we've still done it to
55. Hey there, you've reached the end of the episode. You've actually listened to the very end, which I'm sure no one really does. But if you are listening to this, thanks for listening. Think of it as a hidden track at the end of the CD, just like in the 90s. So if you are here listening to this, you may be wondering what song it was that my partner was trying to remember and didn't. Now, I know the answer to this because 5 minutes after we stopped recording, she remembered and she told me. So just as a little competition, if you can think of what it is, I mean, there's no way you can guess because she didn't give you any information that's helpful. So I'm going to tell you that it's from the 90s. And if you're listening to this, there's a very good chance you've listened to this song in the last week. You've definitely heard it in July. But if you can think of it, just email us at podwithmadness@gmail.com or, DM me on Instagram or any of those things. And there might be a special prize for you if you manage to guess. But you'll never guess, but we'll tell you next time. Anyway.